Hello, people. Good night and welcome to this nice show that we have called MKIZ for the training. So, yeah, so for the questions, first question of our first student is during the course, the concept of elasticity was mentioned numerous times, like several times. I would appreciate further clarification how exactly you define it or reach a state of good elasticity aside from those mentioned in the video. When we explain elasticity, when we explain about elasticity, or we talk about elasticity, we can do elasticity in our bodies. We can do elasticity in the way we extend the music, I mean the notes, the piano, that elasticity. But also, I think what he was referring is elasticity in the weight transfer. When we speak about that elasticity in the weight transfer, that as they were saying, is mainly how we use that movement from side to side or forward, backward, okay, in terms that we have a good activation, but elasticity in that extension, so we can be more precise in the way we execute the step based on the margin. What we mean is, in an easy way, what we mean is, if I do a woman saida, okay, I have my activation, core, I can do that plie, okay, but 1, 2, 3. I know that I can bring elasticity on my weight transfer, so Natalia can do one more step. If I continue, so with the elasticity of my weight transfer that in that margin, I can create more steps. If I have a control, a good awareness of my center of gravity, my center of gravity is more or less in this spot, okay? If I move my left, my center of gravity is in that center position. But depending, I can put my weight on my right or I can put my weight on my left. So the center of gravity is moving. Also, depending on how extend I create my support base, I can create even more elasticity. So I can do what I'm going to exaggerate, okay? 1, 2, 3, okay? So with this elasticity, step, 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 and, okay? And I can do even one more if I reach, okay? So depending on that base support, center of gravity, I can create more elasticity in our steps, okay? But there, when we talk about elasticity, is how we can make it longer, we can extend, okay? So, second question for tonight. In our practice, it seems that muscle tension plays a big role. Yeah, it do. If that is correct, do you keep the muscle tension constant in whole body or do you, for example, put more in your legs, torso than in other parts, arms, for example? Depends. For example, not the whole activation in the whole, if you dance like this, you're going to make a lot of contratempos, a lot of touches in a very fast way. So what we like to explain in the concept of MKIS is that you have your core and you need to understand how your core works in that activation. And then that core will
Irradiate.
irradiate, irradiate. Lisa, she did yes, so I agree. Irradiate. But Alison is there too, and she's like, more or less. No,
Irradiate? Irradiate?
I think
Radiate.
radiate. Okay, you understood. Yes, okay. So it will, from that position, the energy will flow to different parts of your body. I know. So, because of that, we don't have to be in activation of the arms and everything the whole time. We can use, for example, if we have, we need a little bit more activation in the frame, okay, we are going to use the lats, clack, to hold it from there, that position, to bring more awareness in the frame, to the frame control. We can use the legs if we want to use more the stability in the leaders and followers when we do the turns on the 8. We need to have a precise activation on our legs. What we mean is, as I will do eights, okay, 1, 2, eights, 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 and stay there. She's okay, more in that activation. I will use also my activation on my legs, on my bunda, to create, sorry, 1, 2, more stability in that process of those eights. So I will bring more awareness on my frame, but not the whole time in that activation, because then you are going to suffer and lose as well a lot of energy. Okay? Till here, someone has any question? Because if not, we will continue. Uh, Tiempo. Okay, so we continue. As we are going to continue, then, what is the difference between turns with steps and pivots? As you showed in pivots training and lines and directions training, for me, they seem similar. Nah, more or less. The main differences of the turn, well, main difference, when you do pivots, you're turning. But the approach when we say turn, when we say pivots, turn is a turn, and pivots is a turn as well. But when we do pivot, the awareness is how to bring the margins, that weight transfer with the margins, with the counts, okay? Because a turn, one, two, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a turn. Let's do it in this position. Pap, sap, 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 turn. Okay, we can do a turn. When we speak about those pivots, okay, as you are doing 1, 2, 3 pivot, wap, turn, hap, turn, and yeah, but it's a slower process. The awareness is mainly on the way you place the margins with the basic one. So the main concentration is on that basic one, the way you step to bring weight transfer in a nice position. But yeah, you turn as well. But when we speak about pivots, it's mainly the weight transfer from one side to another. Benjamin, you have a question.
Yes, because here in Aruba, what I understood, for example, from pivot, in a not technically really similar to the turn, but it is like the way we hold our frame, our let's say our right hand that is leading. That in a pivot we do like a little upward move and like hold it there. So it's like you a little bit and hold it instead of letting her then turn completely. Now, is that right? Because here they call it pivot, but I don't know if it's the same thing.
No, in the case, can you explain the part that you said that you
So,
raise
so,
a little bit?
so I
Yeah,
have, so I have the frame here, right?
yeah.
And I do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I lift and hold.
But do the pivot.
Yeah. That's what we call, well, that's what we call here pivot. So that's why I don't know if it's the same thing, but it's like you lift the follower a little bit and you like hold it there, and then that's to go to a certain weight transfer, either to prepare her to either stand there on a uphold position, or if you're gonna transfer the weight to one or to the other side. I don't know if you understand me.
Yes, I understand. But in that case, no, we don't call that pivot. We don't call that pivot. That's part of the technique of the in my brain. Where I will explain what is pivot. Pivot for us is when you have the weight on one leg, and you create. Natalia, she explains this very good.
Like
When
a
you,
compass.
yeah,
One of them is the needle, and the other one is the one that rotates and changes the weight. So you're like needled in here, this one doesn't move, and the other one keeps turning around.
and that
And
term.
can you show? Because the other question there,
No,
it's like how to make the proper pivot.
yes. So, as Natalia explained, you have this foot and you need to pivot. Okay. In terms of sports, okay, when you play basketball,
Like a fixed axis,
you
yes.
you can turn to different position, but having the spot position. If you catch the ball and you do this, cut, and that, pa, pluk, is you walk. But so we have the same intention here. This is pivot. One, two, three, pivot. One, two, pivot, 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 pivot,
How
pivot.
to transfer the weight?
I transfer the weight, but the main approach is I have the needle position in here. So I'm turning on that spot with that leg, opening to the margins with the opposite one, opposite one, opposite one. Pivot, this is not a pivot. Pap, pap, this is not a pivot because I change. So I can turn, 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 but this is not a pivot. Turn, turn, turn. I'm moving that spot position. So in this case, I can turn, but that's not a pivot in our brain, in our methodology. Okay, I'm not saying that what they explained to you is wrong. I'm saying that this explanation is in that way. Okay, cool. Then, Benjamin, good? Okay, good. So we continue then. We have more things. I think a fixed axis, like a fixed axis, yes. Yeah, more or less that percentage, but it depends also on the margin of the partner you are dancing with. We are answering the question. Sasha is saying, so like transferring like maybe 20% to non-axis fit, exactly. Okay, depending on the your partner as well. Okay, so we continue. Fourth, question number 4, and how to do pivots properly, because in pivot training you step different with Natalia. You make the step, hold the foot on the same spot and then turn another foot. Natalia is turning with both feet at the same time. You can do it both way. If we understand clear, okay, if we understand clear when we do the pivots, okay, what Natalia is doing, sorry, is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now she's doing what I was doing in what they explain I'm doing. She's turning one foot, then the other goes. Step, one foot, the other goes. Okay? But at some point, pap, 2, 3, 4, yeah. both feet at the same time. It's possible. The awareness, the main awareness is do not rush, because even though I'm doing with both feet, I need to, if I am counting, okay, 1, 2, 3. So number 2 is the weight transfer on the right. Even though I turn both at the same time, number 3 is on my left. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do not at the same time with the feet, 1, 2, 3. But it's the same approach with the counts and the beat of the music. So we can do it in both ways. Good? Cool. We continue. No questions still here? Sasha, perfect. There are any tips or drills I can do practicing leading with just my arms separate from what my legs are doing? There are some drills I can do practice leading with just, I read this one and I still don't understand, but I think yes. But not practicing, I mean, what it's need in our brain to be unlocked is the laterality, the way you can do something with one part of your body and doing something different with another part of your body. So you can train to walk, meanwhile you are doing a different combination with your arms. So you will have a consciousness of you can do something different with your arms, meanwhile you are doing something different with your feet. If you keep doing the rhythm, you are dancing, dancing, you are playing the music and you are walking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? So you can do something with your arms, meanwhile you are doing something with your legs. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That will help you to bring awareness of how you can do. Meanwhile you step in, doing some steps, you can lead something different with your arms. When this mirror position starts, it was mainly about how you can lead something, meanwhile you are doing something different. When we talk about mirror position, it's easier to do. 1, 2, 3. We are going to the same side, but if we do in a mirror position, 1, 2, I need to lead Natalia to go to that way, meanwhile I go to the side and have. So I need to go to the other side, stop her there and tell her to come, okay, to come to my left, meanwhile I go to my right. So these type of exercises of laterality are going to help to create that awareness on how you can do something with your arms, meanwhile you're doing something with your feet. Okay? Good. When practicing alone, how can I effectively simulate the feeling of connection with a partner? Shucks. Okay. So if we have a broom, okay, having a broom and people they laugh. Even me, when my first teacher says how you can practice alone, and he said, "Oh, you can use the broom." I was like, "How you can use a broom to practice by yourself? Because the broom is going. You don't have no okay." But if you are aware of the distance you want to use, first imagine that this is a spine, the axis, the axis control. If you walk, try to keep the broom in the same distance that you are dancing, that you are stepping, okay? You want to create a mirror position? Ooh, click, okay, ha. click. Okay, I go forward. I go forward, axis control, and click. Okay, nice, cook. From here, I can close, cool, click, 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 okay? Having this, I have the awareness of that axis code. Obviously, you don't have a body structure, but you are going to be aware of how the distance as well of the weight transfer, the axis control, plus the weight transfer is going to work. How? What we did, sorry, based on both leading, as we explained before, of that mirror position, we are doing, okay, one, two, nice, okay, nice control and click, broom, oh, cool, step. She transferred the weight because I lead to that position. She understood. Clear. Who open, I can lead a little bit more. Glue. Okay. Weight transfer. Click. Oh, nice. Click. So that's what the broom did. Come closer, transfer weight, come, go further. Come closer, go further. No, further. Okay?
Further.
Further. So the broom is not going to give you a body as well, obviously, but it can give you the awareness of that center control, the distance as well. So there's one option you can practice as well. Then also you can be, perdón, necesito que te muevas para la izquierda. No, 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 solo sentada, eso. If we are in here as well, okay, you can feel that center position with your arms. So this center position is going to be the person you are dancing with. And you keep feeling that you cannot reach that long position. So you're going to try to say, okay, I will stay in that position, more center, doing those pivots, or doing clack, clack, clack elevation. Oh, nice. I'm not in my axis. Okay. Now I'm here, but I need to fix that distance. Okay. Going forward, click. Okay, nice. So having this approach of that center position also can help in the following and leading technique, both. Okay, good. We
Okay,
continue.
let's take 5 minutes because some people they are coming straight there to the second class and they will be waiting there. So let's take 5 minutes for these two questions, and we shall finish. Okay.
For the keeping the, how can I practice keeping my balance during faster movements that involve a quick change of orientation? Core, exactly, core. That is something that is good. And practice that core activation with the plie and the neutral position. Plie with the legs and neutral position. How do you maintain a smooth connection with your partner while executing advanced techniques like syncopation or complicate legs movement? Weight transfer, axis control. It will give you the precision with those margins. Okay? Cool. It was fast, this one. And then, okay, questions are done. You can, remember, you can ask the questions you need on the chat. Plus, now, okay, we have, well, first, thank you for the support. Thank you for all the new people that is going inside the platform, for the support, for the followers, everything is a lot of work, but is a very nice motivation and a very nice.
It's like gratefulness.
Yeah, gratefulness that the work is having the fruits you can see. So thank you very much, and you're very interested, and we like this, the conversation, everything. So thank you very much. So for that, but now also, sorry, we are, trying to see what is better, what it feels, what is not, what you like, and we want to create something also different, something different that we are going to create, and we are going to start from today is what we call KISS fit. Fit with F-I-T, not with F-E-E-T. So fit training. Okay,
Not fit.
yeah, so fit training. And we are going to mix the part of training as we have been doing, but with a little bit more of activation and a little bit more of dance. So it will help you also to be more, no, it's fit as well, yes, but not like fit, but yeah, you're going to sweat a little bit. So that will help you also in the way you dance, the way you have
The
your
endurance.
the endurance as well, the technique, but also having we are going to use that explanations to also bring this awareness to the individual technique and the couple technique with the exercises as well. Also, we need to be grateful for the people that they are coming from the other platform. We still are doing the transferring. So thank you for the comprehension and the patience. We will do the best way we can. If we make mistakes, you can tell us, and we are going to try to make the things in a better way. Because at some point, I don't know Natalia, I don't know Sergey, but I will do mistakes.
I will do.
From my mistakes, I will try to learn the best way, and you can help us also to be better, to tell us what we should do, what we can do with these questions, how, because the trainings are for this, so you can give your feedback, your questions, your doubts, las incertidumbres que ustedes tienen, the incertidumbrations that you have.
Uncertainty,
There?
uncertainties.
Uncertainties. Nah, new word. Uncertainties. I don't see Alison, but she should be like, oh my God. Where is Alison is not there. No, I don't we don't see Alison. But yeah. Alison, yeah. Okay. Uncertainties. Thank you, Benjamin. Okay.
Okay, we have to finish. Let's go to
The
we
next
have
part.
to be sharp with our timing now because people coming and more people, and we have to respect the limits. Okay, so those who have the link, let's go to another room. And yes, if you didn't have it, like just write me, and I will send it to you, or I will tell you. Leandra is just.
Sol. Que no te, un beso, Sol. Yeah, Sol, this is the first time I see her. She's from Ecuador, and she's here. Yeah, she's here, knowing her from before. So thank you, Sol. Okay, so see you later, alligators. 2 minutes.